Hi, my name is Michelle Boulay, and I am a dancer, choreographer, teacher, and healer. And it may sound like a lot of titles, but actually those all intersect in my life just as my life practices. They relate to each other and talk to each other. And what I am making this video for today is as a link to a blog post I wrote, which is titled "To Work or to Rest?" That is the question. And if you haven't read it, you can click on the link below to read it, because it might give you some insights when that question comes up for you. Oh, should I work on this, or oh, should I just take a nap? Just simple things like that, which I have definitely dealt with in my life consciously, especially for the last several years, since one of my teachers, her name's Terry-Ann Nikides, shared with me a quote by Nisargadatta Maharaj, a spiritual teacher. He was an Indian spiritual teacher of non-duality. And I'll share, she summed it down to, you need not push life about. But a little bit more of the quote is that when effort is needed, effort will appear. When effortlessness becomes essential, it will assert itself. You need not push life about. Just flow with it and give yourself completely to the task of the present moment. Don't be afraid, don't resist, don't delay, be what you are. And it goes on. I'll put the whole quote on my website. But I just love, I have just been running those words through my body. You need not push life about. As a dancer, I know that when I'm trying to push in a performance, what that does to my body, what that lets the audience see, or if I'm doing that in a healing session or teaching, the ideal moments are when it flows through for me. So please go and read that blog post if that resonates for you at all. And this video is just a short, there's two little group formulas. So I'm just gonna share with you how I do my group sessions, my group work, online and in person. And when I tuned into this question, to work or to rest, these are the formulas that came up. And if you're watching this, there's probably some part of you that resonates with this question, or is discovering or sitting inside some conflict around it. So this is mainly using the body talk system. But the body talk system is such an amazing system because it can also access whatever other skills the practitioner has. And for me, that's been 20 years of studying lots of different modalities. Let's get to it. The first formula that came up was linking your sacrum to your occiput. So occipital bone back here at the back of your head. I can't show you unless I jump. The sacrum, the bone at the base of your pelvis. If you can put your hands on these two bones, go ahead and do that. If you can't get around to the back of your pelvis, you can just hold your hand on the front of your body, below your belly button, above your pubic bones, and just imagine that you're touching that sacrum. So in letting these two bones connect, and if you're standing or sitting, you can kind of just feel those bones and move them around a little bit. We're just realigning the head with the spinal column. And we are also doing a really good reset for your nervous system. So you can drop into your parasympathetic, the nervous system that helps you rest, repair, rejuvenate. And if you're not in that, you're probably in your sympathetic, which is the fight or flight. And if that's the case, your body is not going to rest, or not even know, can I rest? Is it safe to rest? So just linking up these two bones. I'm just moving really subtly here. And if your hand's on the front of your pelvis, it's a good reminder that these bones are multidimensional. They have fronts and backs, sides, tops, bottoms. And hopefully your arms aren't tired. We're just going to tap that in. You're going to tap it into your head brain, your heart brain. So I'm doing head and heart at the same time. And then your gut brain, just taking your fingers and tapping all around the small intestine. This discernment, gut brain. Ooh, discernment for resting or working. Need to get that into this picture too. So head brain, heart brain, gut brain, linking sacrum to occiput. And there's just one other formula here. And this was this, like being affected by this collective consciousness around survival. So current, past, what it takes to survive, and a lot of times that has been a push because the conditions called for it. But sometimes our conditions are actually not really calling for it. We've just been conditioned to keep pushing. So in this, looking at how this might be affecting you, how you might have a tether, just a default tether to this survival pushing, we're going to link that up or see how it has possibly been affecting the pancreas. And I have some words here on the spleen, pancreas are kind of grouped together in Chinese medicine. And one of the things that when the pancreas is functioning well, it's all about respecting ourselves, telling others what we can and cannot offer, or the boundaries of tough love that a mother sometimes establishes for her child. That's from a website called stickoutyourtongue.org. Amazing. So 8th chakra, that's kind of the title for this collective, being affected by this collective consciousness around survival, how that's affecting the pancreas. So you could go ahead again and just place your hand below, like where the ribs come and meet, just stick your hand kind of below that, just place it around the solar plexus area, and we can just imagine pancreas. And I just have my other hand over that, and we're just gonna help just release this connection, this tether to survival that may be pushing your body in ways that you don't need. So I'm just gonna keep that hand there right around my solar plexus area and take a deep breath. Tap over my head. Tap over my heart. Tap over my belly. Great. So that's it. Those are the formulas. See how that makes you feel. Let me know. You can comment on this. Please share it with a friend if you feel like they could use it. And go to the blog and check out that post. And I have a lot of different posts there that I love writing and put a lot of care into. So peruse. Feel free. Soak it in. Have a rest. Have a work. Whatever it is that feels right to you. And have a beautiful day. Thanks so much.